Hey, what's up, American history students? Welcome back. It is our second Friday. It is our 10th day. It's a special day, special occasion, 10th day of e-learning. And for a special occasion, I got a special guest. This is my son, Jack. Say hey, Jack.
Hey.
Hey. It is also the last day of our virtual Spirit Week. And what a way to end Virtual Spirit Week with virtual Logos Spirit Day. That's why I'm decked out in my Logos Spirit wear. I got my Logos headband, my Logos shirt.
Same as me.
Jack's wearing Logos colors. He's got his Logos lanyard. I got my Logos wristbands. You got Logos wristbands?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we got Logos wristbands. All the wristbands you guys could want and need. Remember, it is Virtual Spirit Week, and I've been showing you the flyer all week. Let's take a look at it for today. For Logos Virtual Spirit Day, send a photo of you, that's you, in your Logos Spirit wear or school colors. And we got a lot of school colors. We got blue, we got yellow, we got white, we got orange.
Got gold.
You can do any combination,
Yeah.
gold, any combination you want, and you can wear the crest if you got one of those. If you got some Logos wear with the crest on, I'll be impressed because that's brand new. The school crest. They just created that like 2 or 3 months ago. But whatever. All you got to do is wear one of those colors, take a picture, submit it to Alex Hines by 3 o'clock today, and you will be entered into that drawing for a $50 gift card. This is the last chance to get entered into that drawing because it's going to happen today, right? So I've got my 4 drawings in. I'm going to get a 5th, and I'm going to try and get that one gift card that's available to staff, but there's 2 of those $50 gift cards that are out there available for students. So go ahead and make sure you enter that. I've been having fun looking at the pictures all week of you guys. So this is your last chance to get in on the fun. And speaking of fun, let's talk about some American history, shall we? Jack over here is a big fan of history, as I know a lot of you guys are. Jack and I were looking at some of your responses to the assignments and the questions of the day yesterday, and you guys are doing a really good job. Jack was impressed, I was impressed, but today is exciting because we're starting a new topic. We've been talking about World War II quite a bit, and Jack, you know about World War II, right? We're talking about the atomic bomb, right? And Harry Truman, President Truman made the decision to drop the bomb.
My favorite president.
Best president of all time, Harry S. Truman. Well, right after World War II ends, a new war begins, but it's a different kind of war. It's called the Cold War. So what do you know about the Cold War, Jack? Anything? It's all right. If you don't, you're going to learn along with us. So let's take a look at our class bulletin board, where we always start off, right? And at the top of our class bulletin board, we'll go to the Topics tab and check out the Topics tab. The Topics tab has a new topic, as I showed you. Post-World War II.
Wasn't that in like Russia?
Russia has something to do with Russia. Very good. Let's take a look at our topic.
Union?
The Soviet Union? What about the Soviet Union? What is up with this map, right? That's Europe, right? And why is half blue and half red? Well, this is the Cold War. Which side do you think we were on, the red side or the blue side?
Red side?
No way, man. That's
Blue
the Soviet
side. Yeah,
Union.
blue
Those are the
side.
Russians,
Blue
right?
Yeah,
But what does
blue
this
side.
mean? What does this mean what side we are on? Yeah, we had these guys. The good guys are on our side. But what does this mean? What is the Cold War? What the heck are we talking about? Well, you're going to learn a thing or two about how the Cold War started when you do today's reading, which is right there. Not too long of a reading. Same as always, you're going to read about 5 or 6 pages. You're going to answer 4 questions. 4 or 5. I think it's just 4 this time. Yeah, 4 questions. And most of them have to do with Harry Truman, President Harry S. Truman, and how he dealt with the leader of the Soviet Union at that time, which is a guy named Joseph Stalin. Now, we've talked about Hitler. We know about Hitler, right? And he was a bad dude. Stalin, he was pretty bad too, even though he was on our side in World War II. But let's take a look at our question of the day, because this is going to be kind of getting into it. I'm going to show you guys how smart Jack is. You've already seen how smart he is. But let's see if he can answer this question of the day, or at least try. Great thing about the question of the day is it doesn't matter if you know the answer or not. It's just you get 100% just for submitting a response, as always. So let's take a look. Why do you think the United States and the Soviet Union,
AKA
also
Russia.
known as Russia, also known as the USSR, were adversaries, enemies during the Cold War? And what did communism have to do with it? What do you think, Jack? The Cold War. Why did they call it the Cold War?
Maybe because one side's blue and one side's red?
That's not a bad guess. That map, they just gave them the colors just for the heck of it. The colors really don't have anything to do
Yeah,
with it.
I know, but...
Right? But yeah, a lot of people are confused by that. They're like, well, I mean, Russia's cold, right? Maybe that's what it was. What about communism? You know anything about communists? Communists believe that everybody should be the same, have the same stuff.
So,
Kind of like Nazis, right?
Yeah.
A little different. Communists and Nazis actually hate each other, believe it or not. And like I said, in World War II, we were on the same side as the communists because we were all fighting against the Nazis. But then when the Nazis were defeated, the communists took over, or tried to take over. So now we got to fight the communists. But the reason why we called it the Cold War is because we never fought. We actually never fought the Soviet Union. So it never got hot. It just kind of stayed cold. Get it? Right?
Yeah.
Why did we never fight? Because of atomic bombs. Remember, Harry Truman made the decision. The only president, the only country in history to ever use atomic bombs in war. It was because we were the only country that had atomic bombs. Hitler was trying to get atomic bombs. He didn't have any. If he had them, he would have used them. But guess who did have atomic bombs after World War II, besides the United States?
Russia.
Russia, the Soviet Union, right? So we're not going to fight a war against the Soviet Union because they have atomic bombs. And they're not going to fight a war against us because they have atomic bombs. And so what do we have? We have a Cold War, right? So, let's see. We'll say Russia.
Hey, Dad, it's not typing anything.
Yeah, I know. The keyboard is disconnected. There it goes. All right, so we'll say Russia and the U.S. both had atomic weapons. Communists want everyone to be the same, and they were trying to take over.
Yeah.
All those countries that were red were taken over by the communists, were taken over by the Soviet Union.
The blue wasn't, right?
Yes. And the Cold War and Harry Truman was all about stopping the communists from taking over any more countries.
Taken over by
the communists, and then they wanted to take over the whole wide world. And the Cold War was all about us trying to stop that from happening. The United States and other countries, our allies, England, France, but it went on for decades, like 50 years, man, before the communists stopped being in charge. So, easy peasy,
and when
right?
Did it start?
Started right after World War II, 1945.
So, yeah. So 1945.
1945 to 1989.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a long war.
So yeah, go ahead and add your response, answer those questions, and if you have any questions or problems, let me know. And don't forget about Spirit Week. Now, if you don't have Spirit Wear, it's okay. I got a bracelet for you, and I got another one right here for you. Oh, and one right here for you. You got one, Jack? Let's give him some bracelets. Here's some bracelets. You want some bracelets? Here, yeah. Here, have them. We got them. We got plenty. Hey, have a good weekend, and we'll see you guys on Monday. Peace.